Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me tonight for another Freedom Stream on Saturday night. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for hanging out in the chat. Man, there was a ton of you guys in the chat this evening. You guys are absolutely savages in there. I see you guys all chatting it up. Thank you for the mods that show up early to help police the chat at the beginning of the show, man. You guys are troopers, man. You guys are the best. Let me go ahead and say hello to a few of y'all this evening. Then we'll go ahead and dive into some of our stories, a couple of videos that I want to show you guys that we have. DC in a current state of like lockdown, almost as much as like the Iraq green zone. And we'll dive into that here a little bit. But let me go ahead and say good evening to our wonderful, wonderful audience that is here this evening. We have the one and only Captain Jim Kirkin here. We got Michael Bailey, Christina Elderbrand, Dave Kranick, my good man. Hey, how are you doing this evening? Hello, Kevin and Joey. We got Susan and Super Rainmaker. Hey, Super Rainmaker, it's good to see you, my good friend. We also have the Tactical Farmer in here tonight. We got Brenda H. We got Frank Barnett. We have Brian. Hi, Brian. Twisted T. And we got Brady Stallings. Hello, good evening. Redacted. Hi, how are you doing? 333. Hello, Ryan Martin. It's good to see you guys. Caveman. Hi, Caveman. It's good to see you, my friend. We got Oli Demon. We got Lisa Bell. We got Jonathan White. How are you all doing? Rita. We got Paula, Amanda, Thumper, Nicholas, and the Wolf of Walnut. I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome. We're just getting started this evening, so thank you and welcome. Of course, I'll make sure I give thanks to all of my wonderful members of the channel at the very end of the stream. I'll give you guys a little bit of love at the end down there. But let's go ahead and get started this evening. As you guys know, if you guys have been watching any videos lately or been on the internets, you guys may have seen lots of clips of DC in a current state of lockdown, almost like a militarized zone that's currently being placed out in DC. For whatever reason, the reason why, I don't know all the details. Of course, we're just seeing these snips of video that people are taking while they're out there. I mean, we have walls that are up. We have fencing. We got checkpoints. We got barricades. We have military personnel with full arm guns ready to go. Their carbines. They have all of that ready to go. For what? What are they preparing to do? I don't know, but we're going to dive into that hole tonight. We're going to check out, see what we got. Tactical Farmer said it's worse than the green zone. Yeah, they got green zones, red zones. They got it all tonight. So let's go ahead and dive in. See, this video right here. It reminds me of a dystopian future that we are currently living in. This is the part of the movie we're currently in right now. Let's go ahead and pull this up. It's just nuts. It's absolutely nuts what we're currently seeing, and it's just very disturbing. So let's go ahead and check out this first video here. Go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to make this full screen there for you guys. And this is what is playing at the Capitol.
A test of the U.S. Capitol Police Audible Emergency Notification System. I repeat, this is a test of the U.S. Capitol Police Audible Emergency Notification System. A test of the U.S. Capitol.
This is nuts. It's a U.S. Capitol Police tests audible emergency notification system in the Capitol. That is nuts. That is dystopian as you get, my friends. That's them out there with a police state. We've always talked about police state. This is like the zenith of police state. This is like North Korea police state. You got the next thing you're going to know. Make sure you all hail the president-elect Joe Biden. Make sure you pay your penances to the most popular president of all time, of Joe Biden, Mr. Smooth Brain himself. Make sure you guys pay your respects and kneel and do your thing. That's what it feels like. That's the tone. It's almost like if you guys ever watched the Hunger Games. I don't know how many of you guys have ever watched the Hunger Games. My wife is a huge fan of like all that kind of stuff. So I've gotten to sit through the movies and gotten to watch it. But it does remind you of something that is right out of a dystopian future, right out of a military zone, maybe like a North Korea or even I don't know, maybe early like communist Russia. This is the stuff of like Big Brother is watching you. Big Brother is watching all of your moves. Please do not go off the sidewalk or you will be faced with death. That's basically what it is. And this is a sad state of affairs that we're currently in. in the city of DC. I mean, the city of DC, that's the nation's capital. That is the heart of our republic right there, where all of our national monuments are, where all of our institutions are, is right there. And it is beyond it's beyond anything that the founding fathers would have even thought about being anywhere near the realm of okay. That is not okay. We should not be having a military zone in DC, but it is true. Let's go and take a look at this. I got a couple other photos I want to show you guys of what DC is looking like right now, because it's if you haven't been to DC prior to the what's going on right now, it's a night and day. It's night and day what's currently going on in DC right now. I've had the pleasure of visiting DC over the course of the last couple of years. I've actually been quite a few times, and just the amount of military personnel. This picture right here really makes me angry. I'm going to show you guys this picture. This really makes me angry. This is the Speaker of the House. This is Nancy Pelosi right here for you guys to look at. Yeah, I know. I'm going to make you guys look at Nancy. Sorry in advance. This is Nancy Pelosi. She's out in front of all the National Guards. It says the Speaker of the House thanks the men and women of the National Guard protecting the U.S. Capitol. And we currently now have, as you guys know, upwards of over 30,000 troops there in D.C. stationed right now. Many of these troops are having to sleep inside of the Capitol hallways, inside of the buildings there. They don't have any cots. They're on the floor. I mean, I don't know. It's just not right what we're currently seeing right now. And it's just something that I never thought we would have reached to this point here. And this is just a disturbing picture. Is she feels like she's actually probably the president right now. She feels like she is the leader of the free world. And that's in her head. I'm sure that's kind of going through her head, that she thinks she's the one that's leading the military. And don't forget, the military actually rebuked it. Nancy Pelosi last week, when she tried to undermine the president of the United States by asking the military for the nuclear codes. She tried to get a hold of the nuclear football away from the president. And the military said, no, we cannot give you that. That is the role of the commander-in-chief, and you are not the commander-in-chief. We are not breaking the chain of command because you want to pretend that you're a president. Oh, and I just want to say congratulations to the chat. We are over 1,300 people now. That is more than the Biden live stream from earlier today. If you guys didn't know, I'm just going to put that out there real quick. You guys have beat Joe Biden's amount of people that were on his live stream earlier today. He had a live stream, if you guys didn't know. Many of you guys probably didn't know because you guys don't care about as much as I do about caring about Joe Biden's live stream. But yeah, he had a live stream earlier today, and it peaked at, like, I don't know, 1,600 people or 1,300 people. I have it right here. Just want to show you guys because I was looking at the number. I was waiting to see if we were going to click over it. That way I could make reference to it, and we did way earlier in the stream than I thought we were going to. Here it is. This is the stream from Joe Biden today. Here's how many people he had on. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Let's see here. Share screen. I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. Yeah. 1,335 people watched his stream today. So congratulations, all of you guys. You guys made my stream more popular than Joe Biden. Joe Biden, as you guys can see there, at the peak of his stream, he had a whopping 1,300 people on there. So congratulations, you guys absolutely took it from him there. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of this other stuff that from DC that's currently going on. I just wanted to talk about that for a second, just because I thought it was pretty cool. This is another thing from DC that we're seeing. I have it up here. Let's see here. They had drones flying around DC today, up near the. Here it is. All right. Okay, this is near the White House in DC, and let's go ahead and pull this up. I'll share the audio. Okay, this is near DC. This is near the White House right here. I'm going to make it full screen for you guys. And this is what's going on there.
Just when you thought you'd seen every single security measure they could possibly put in place, you see a tethered drone sitting up there. Right at 17th and H. There's the Eisenhower Executive Office building right there, and the White House is just a block over. Certainly the first drone I've ever seen flying outside the White House.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, inside of the White House or up near the White House, nothing flies around there. There's nothing that goes up around the White House at all. And now they have this drone up there that's flying around the White House. They're surveying, they're getting intel, I'm sure. They're doing all kinds of stuff. There's checkpoints all over DC right now. It is something else. It truly is something else right now that we're currently seeing. And there are high profile military there right now. Hey, Rick and Bad, man, thank you for the $5 super chat. He says the truth is Nancy has a crush on Trump, but he ain't having it. I love it, man. I love it. So here, let's take a look as we continue down here, because this stuff is just way out of bounds of where we're currently at with DC and the overreaction that they're having. Or is there something more nefarious going on that we don't know of? And we're going to explore that here in just a few minutes. I just want to show you a few more things from here. Yeah, this is here. Let me show you guys this real quick, because I think this will put in perspective for some of you guys that may not realize the green zone in Iraq. So, all right. So here we are. I'll go ahead and full size this for you guys. Now this right here, this is the green zone in Baghdad, Iraq. Washington D.C.'s green zone in 2021, and the Iraq war green zone. So that's a green zone there for in Baghdad, and this is the one for D.C. Look at that. Look how huge that is. That is huge, my friends. That is a lot of area covered by the military. Covered by the military. All the red lines you are seeing there, those are road closures. Those are checkpoints. Those are where you cannot go. You can't go anywhere in there without going through a checkpoint. There's checkpoints all through DC. Just want to say thank you to Golf Mama for the $5 super chat. That's all. So all that stuff, all the reds areas, those are checkpoints all over DC. There's a lot of checkpoints right now in DC that you have to go through. You have to show your ID, your credentials, depending on where you're heading into DC. If you're heading into a building that's a little further in, you have to have credentials for that building and while you're there, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, this is hardcore stuff that is taking place right there in DC. It's big stuff. And for all these road closures and all these checkpoints, it's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. But, you know, I know many of you guys think there's some type of action coming down. I don't know. I don't know if there's action coming through. You have the president is not going to be attending the inauguration of Joe Biden. That was announced, earlier this week. It was confirmed later. But he's having a farewell address at Andrews Joint Air Force Base there, where Air Force One is housed. So he is going to be leaving the White House on Marine One to the Air Force Base there and giving his farewell address prior to Joe Biden being inaugurated. Now, he's not going to be anywhere near the White House, the Capitol grounds, that these things are going to be taking place at. So you have all this military. You have all of these politicians there, many of them corrupt that we know. And we have Kamala and we have Joe, and we have all these people surrounded in these big old cages, these walls. And the president's going to be outside of those walls prior to the inauguration. I don't know. I don't know what's coming. I mean, I want to believe that there's going to be some type of action that, the arrest warrants are going to be showing up. The military is going to swoop in and remove the bad actors. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Or if it's just going to be, this is the new norm in DC. And this is how Joe Biden is going to want to have his presidency redeemed, or not redeemed, excuse me, a reflection of his presidency. Because right now, the 30,000 troops in DC is more than any rally that Joe Biden had up to the election. Joe Biden never had more than a couple hundred people, couple tens of people inside of his rallies. Any of his rallies he's had 30,000 people. That was an average Trump rally. That was an average Trump rally around the country. If you ever got to attend a Trump rally, you had about 30,000 people there. There was always a lot of people. This is going to be the most people ever addressed that Joe Biden will have ever addressed in a long time. And he thinks, he's the most popular president in our lifetimes. I don't think he is. The problem is Nancy Pelosi is already making excuses of why we're here. So let me go ahead and pull this story up because I think it's pretty interesting. The story of Nancy Pelosi. She got very triggered. Oh, we got a super chat here. Let me get to it. There it is. Remy Max says you need to get ID in and out of DC, but not to vote. Could this be a setup for major arrests? Man, I really hope so. I really hope that's what it is. But, I'm also a realist. I also, have that part of me saying, Frank, this is just going to be a transition and we're going to be moving into a different phase of everything that we're seeing. But again, I just want to make this clear to everybody out there. If you are planning to go to any rally at your state capitals on Inauguration Day, any of these things that are being put out there, I just suggest that you don't. Just stay home. Stay home on this one. And that's, me. I go to many of these. I like to go and cover them. I'm not going to be anywhere near anything on January 20th. I don't trust what could happen at any of these things. They're looking for it. They're looking for a reason to clamp down even harder. So don't give them a reason. Stay home on the 20th. Don't go out anywhere. Don't go attend any of these rallies anywhere. That's just my humble opinion. That's my advice. Take it if you want. Take it if you will. But I won't be going to any of these things on the 20th. I don't want to give them a reason for a setup or anything like that. So don't do it. Just stay home. Just stay home on the 20th. And you guys know me. I'm one of the very first ones that let's go. Let's head out to wherever. This one, I think we should just sit out on this one. If there is any, if you've had any thoughts of going. Thank you. Subscribe Butter for the $5 super chat. Says troops sleeping on the floor equals military occupation. Yes. So here's this article real quick. This is coming to us from WayneDupree.com. And this is from, let's see here. There we go. All right. This is from WayneDupree.com here. Let me go ahead and hide this one real quick. Here we go. It says here, you want to know the best way to trigger Pelosi? Just mention Biden's small inauguration. So Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi got defensive during her weekly press conference on Friday as she addressed plans for Joe Biden to have a scaled down inauguration next week. For a long time now, weeks, it has been determined that we would have a very small inauguration because of COVID, Pelosi said, adding that in order to have the distancing and the rest on the platform and then some people down below, it would be necessary to limit it. She went on to say it's most disappointing because we were excited about nominating a new president of the United States, but not at the risk of people's health and well-being, indeed their lives. Well, Nancy Pelosi, of course, spinning for the Biden's lack of support out there across this country, because we know what it would look like. We know what the National Mall would look like if there was no COOF, if there was no military lockdown happening in DC right now. There'd be like 10 people. There'd be like 10 people out there, and they'd be the gender studies ladies with their Kool-Aid colored hair standing out there on the National Mall doing that. So no, Nancy Pelosi is just doing her best to hide the fact that Joe Biden is not a popular president. He is not a well-liked individual from the that's ever ran. I mean, you have the most disliked vice president in Kamala, whatever you want to call her name. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But this lady was so unpopular that she couldn't even win in the Iowa caucuses. She dropped out before the Iowa caucuses. Nobody likes these two. There's a reason why there's a small crowd. There's a reason why they have to put all these measures into place. It's to cover for the fact that they're going to have a virtual inauguration where nobody would have shown up anyway. And trust me, these numbers are going to be low anyhow. People aren't going to be tuning in to watch Joe Biden. Nobody wants to listen to that guy. The guy yells most of the time when he's addressing people in rallies or whatever. This guy is just not a likable person. He's not a trustworthy person. Man, at this point, I trust the Mexican president more than I trust people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. At least that guy's pretty base. That guy's out there fighting for President Trump to get back on social media. The Mexican president is doing more for social media than our own Congress members in our House of Representatives and in the Senate. That's a shame that we have the Mexico's president fighting harder for President Trump than these clowns are. Hey, Jonathan Smith says, thanks for all your hard work, Frank. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Also have another one here from Jason, a super sticker. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. Here we also have another super chat here. Get down here. It says from Andrew. Hey, Andrew, $5. Everyone stay home. Don't talk to anyone. Shut the whole nation down and pay for food delivery. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Just stay home that day. Don't go out. Don't give them a reason. Don't allow them to have that reason to do anything in order to continue this facade. The media is just waiting for us to go out there, and so they can continue their assault against us Americans, us citizens. Hey, Luke, man, thank you, man. He says, Luke says, stay home, stock up on food, water for 2 weeks. Do not go to protest. Yes, do not go do it. Don't go protest on the 20th. Stay home. If you haven't stocked up on some of the necessities, I like to point out that here in Florida, we do like hurricane preparations. So, you get water, batteries, etc. for 2 weeks because that's what they say you will be out of power for, at least if a hurricane hits your area. Anyway, so you treat it like that. So like this, go out and get some extra food. I had my boy Sparky. He gave me a call the other day. Hey, Frank, if you haven't stocked up on some food, please do so. Trust me, we've stocked up on food. We've been doing it for a bit now. We got a lot of stock up things over where we live right now because we've been preparing just in case. Never know. It's always good to have extra food. And then we have a video series coming out here next week in the coming weeks here, where we're going to detail how to food prep and how to prepare bug out bags, etc. on the channel in partnership with the Tactical Farmer. So yeah, stay home, stock up on food, water for 2 weeks. Do not go protest. Absolutely do not do it. We have another super chat here. This from Time Traveling 1546. God, family, and self-reliance. This is a temporary change. The left will fail miserably. Yes, sir. Man, thank you so much. Or yes, ma'am. Thank you for the super chat right there. Appreciate that. We also have another one here. We got a couple more. Let me just make sure. Okay, we got another one right here. It says, praise to our salt queen. Salty army is legion. Yes, Wong Guitar. Thank you so much for that, man. $5 super chat. Yes. Praise the salt queen. Hey, Trucker Newscast. Hey, man. This is one of my favorite YouTube channels right there. Triggered Newscast. Hey, man. He says, I'm stuck in graduate school. It's good to see you, man. Socialism is for figs. Yes. You are looking at a small picture. Consider the facts. Italian government, Germany governor Russian government are all stepping down, and many small countries too. Stuff is happening. Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of stuff happening. You have the chancellor from Germany stepping down. You have the Italian PM or whoever is in charge over there in Italy stepping down as well. There's a lot of stuff happening around the world. Again, I don't know how it connected all with everything, but I do know there's stuff going. And again, continue to research, my friends. Continue to research. Hey, Greg, man, thank you to Greg. Says $5 to send Frank to DC next week in a live stream to see if you can sneak past all the military troops. To Greg, I will send you that $5 back because I am not going to go to DC to try to sneak past the guards. Field General Frank is not heading out to DC this weekend. No, sir. We will go ahead and just sit this one out this time. but in all seriousness, though, guys, make sure you do stay at home coming up. Do not go to these protests anywhere around here in your state capital or anything like that. Hey, Nacho Stream, my good friend, Nacho Live Streams. Don't head out to these places. Stay home on the 20th and do some of these precaution things, just precautionary. Stock up on a little bit of food, stock up on some stuff. If it's just you and your wife, you guys don't need a whole lot, but stock up on some stuff. Same thing if you got a family, stock up on a little bit extra, and continue to work in that direction. All right, so that was it for that story there. Where is it at here? There we go. Okay. All right, so we got stuff happening over here in DC right now, man. This is heavy stuff, man, that we're currently seeing happen over with these people. This is from Elijah Schaefer over on Twitter. If you guys are still on Twitter, I don't know if you guys are still on Twitter or not, but this is from Elijah Schaefer over on Twitter. And this is what he says. Let's see. He said, with bridges into DC being shut down, military checkpoints inside, and 20,000 armed troops stationed, it appears they are preparing for a potential of armed conflict or a genuine siege of the city. These preemptive measures don't make sense with any other explanation. It's surreal. It is surreal. You sit here and you think about everything that's taking place, and if you're just a normie, if you're just somebody that watches the news like CNN or ABC, CBS nightly news stuff, and if you're like one of those individuals that don't venture onto the net, you don't do anything else, you have no idea what else is coming down the road. This all is weird stuff for Americans. Maybe they haven't even processed it because this is not a normal thing that's currently going on. I don't know if people are being awakened because of this, because of what they're seeing happening at the Capitol, but they should be starting to wake up. They should start questioning what's taking place. Why is it taking place? Why do we have so much military? And the media is just going to continue to lie to them. The media is just going to tell the normies out there, oh, it's because of the MAGA people. It's because of the President Trump supporters. That's why they have to lock down the entire Capitol like they have. No, it is not from the MAGA people. Let me tell you something. If you have to have 20,000 troops, 30,000 troops at your inauguration, if you have to shut down bridges, you have to shut down the things, you might not be the president of the people. I'm just saying, you might not be that popular. When government uses military to protect themselves, there's a reason for that. Because they know they have gone against the will of the people. When you sit there and you have to bring in that many troops, it's because you fear for your jobs, because you have gone against the will of your voters. You have gone against the will of the citizens of this nation. That is why you bring in 20 to 30,000 troops into DC. That's why you bring them in. You don't bring them in for any other reason. You don't bring them in because you're the most popular president. Do we remember what happened on President Trump's inauguration day? Do many of you guys remember what happened in 2017, January 20th, January 2017. Do you guys remember? Because the media is doing their best to memory hole it for everybody. Hey, Sissy B, thank you for the $10 super chat. Says Gitmo is about to be full. Go Trump. Yes, I pray so. Yeah, you guys remember? Here, let me show you guys a video real quick. A short little complication of everything that was taking place in DC of the day that President Trump was elected president. Here we go. Let's see here. I got it. Maybe I don't. Or maybe it's some more. Yeah, so I got this video here. It shows what carnage took place in DC during President Trump's inauguration. What the media doesn't want the American public to remember. Maybe they didn't even broadcast it because there are a bunch of ghouls in the media because they agreed with what was happening. Maybe that's why they didn't show it. Because I don't have any other explanations of why they would want to memory hold this. You know what? Maybe I don't have it. Nope, I don't think I. Nope, I don't have it. But aren't you glad? Aren't you glad? This is what's happening right now. Because of Joe Biden potentially being the president of the United States, this is what's happening down on the border of Mexico right now. This is down on the border of Mexico. If you guys don't know, there's a new caravan of immigrants that are coming toward the U.S. border. Yes. The U.S. border. We got some more people. Hold on, let me get the socialism one here real quick. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. It says, you are wrong. Trump signed the state of emergency. FEMA is under control of D.C., and Trump is the only one that command D.C. troops, not the governor of D.C. There's not a governor of D.C., but yeah, mayor. Or anybody else. Our troops are not commies. I didn't say the troops were commies. I never said our troops were commies. That was never a word that I spoke on this stream today or any other time. I am saying that does not give us a good look. It's what I said. And I understand the troops are commanded by the president. I'm sure he has direction of why they're there. So I appreciate the $10 super chat, but I did not call them commies. Thank you. So this is what we have coming at the border right now. This is what's happening down there at the Guatemalan border. Let's go ahead and take a look. I didn't say Pelosi controlled him. I said she was trying to control it. She wanted to look like she was in control of them. Here, let's go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. I said Pelosi acted like she was controlling them. She was out there thanking the troops, the National Guard, men and women in the National Guard. And then I talked about how last week she approached the military asking if she could get the nuclear codes from the military. The military rebuked her request, saying that breaks the chain of command. She is not in charge of the military. That goes to the commander-in-chief, which is the president of the United States. So if we're going to go ahead and put words in my mouth, I don't play that game. I don't play that game. So thank you. Thank you for playing, but you were wrong. Hey, Ray, man. I can't stay, but just want to stop by and add to the support that I can. Stay awesome, my man. Hey, man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, my good friend. So this is down at the border right now. This is what they're looking for. This is what they're coming to the U.S. for. Look at this, because they've already heard about the money. Oh, let me go ahead and stop sharing this. Let me go ahead and pull this back up real quick. They've heard about the amnesty that Biden wants to give illegals. And this is what we have coming to the border right now. We got this coming to the border right now. We have a huge caravan busting through the Guatemala border and route to the U.S. As you guys can see, They're working to get through the border. There they go. Mexico doing their best to try to hold them off, and, well, I'm sure they'll catch a few of those. But, man, there you go. That is what they're coming for. Maybe they're coming for that $15 an hour they're already promising. $15 an hour and promising to sit there and take 11 million illegals and turn them into citizens. That is the Democrat Party. That is what they're trying to do. They are going to try to secure as many elections as they can from here on to this point. And they heard about it. So they're running to the U.S., to the border. There we go. There we go. That's what we get, my friends. That is what we get. So, yeah. Yeah, enough of them. That is coming down. That's the Guatemalan border with Mexico right now. And they're saying there, hey, Andrew said, just be happy to get a loaf of bread and some saffron under Biden. But, equality. But ask Pelosi for some ice cream. That's also my good friend. Says, John Kennedy for the $5 super chat. She says, you think military will be in charge for a few months and not Trump or Biden? No, I don't think so. I don't think the military will be in charge. They have to follow under the command of the executive branch, under the commander in chief, whether it's Biden or President Trump. So no, that would be a scary state of affairs if the military was in charge. That would basically make us a banana republic, and that's what we are not. So. Good question, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. So we'll see what else happens here. So, hey, thank you, Kate. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see here. Hey, Wayne Nelson says I'm offended, Mrs. Salty Ree. So this is what we got here. Okay, and then we have this other story here, real quick. Running out in time. This is coming from, let's see here. Pull back down. This is, yeah, this is what we have. If you're mispronouncing, this is how stupid the media is. And this is why nobody ever takes them seriously anymore. If you are now mispronouncing Kamala Harris's name, you are adding to micro salts of mispronunciation. And trust me, I mispronounce stuff all the time. So I guess I'm a micro assault of this stuff. This is it says here, equality matters. Why getting names right matter. The care we take to get names right is increasingly under scrutiny as Kamala Harris takes office. What message do we send when we get them wrong? Let me tell you what. Having a last name like mine, I have heard my last name butchered countless of times. I don't know how many times my name is. It's a pretty easy last name. It's a very easy last name, but it's just intimidating because it's long. It's a long last name. And people always stare at it and they're like, or if you tell them the name, I automatically just go spell it out. And trust me, I'm not offended when people don't get my name correct. It doesn't trigger me if somebody mispronounces my name. It happens. It's a name. It's just like the people that like to be Caroline or Carolyn. If you say it wrong one way or the other, I mean, it's spelled and you could be pronounced a couple different ways. But that's the problem. We're allowing these people to continue to dictate how we go about doing things because they're trying to silence any type of criticism. Because if you sit there and you think, or if you disagree in any fashion, they want to shut you down. So they think by you mispronouncing her name, somehow you're adding to white supremacy around the country. And of course, we know that's not the case. We know that's not true. And many people may not know how to pronounce Kamala Harris when you see her name. Kamala, Kamala, I don't know what the other pronunciation people used before, but it's not a big deal. I mean, you have Joe, then you have Kamala, which is two one name's pretty easy to say. The other one could stump some people. And I've been stumped with many names. I still am. I mispronounce names all the time. I'm famous for mispronouncing names. It's just what I do. So, yes. Hey, Leanna, thank you for the super chat. And you sent another one here as well. You said, do you think Biden will soon be out and Kamala will take over within 3 months? I think it's a great possibility. I think as President Trump had allude that he didn't have to worry about the 25th Amendment, but Joe would have to worry about the 25th Amendment. And that's true because the whole plan for the DNC for the very start, if you guys didn't know, their front runner was Kamala Harris. They wanted Kamala Harris to be the headliner of the ticket. They wanted her in that spot of the presidential spot, but she was so unpopular, nobody wanted to vote for her. And if you have noticed around this inauguration, around this stuff with the election, it's Biden Harris. Never before have they put the vice president on the presidential inauguration stuff. It's always been, it was President Donald J. Trump. It was President Barack Hussein Obama. It was President George W. Bush, President Bill Clinton. That's what William Jefferson Clinton. That's what the banners said around the inauguration. This inauguration has double billing. It's Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Man, Joe Biden can't even get single billing for his for the presidency. It has to be Kamala in there. So yeah, absolutely, Kamala at least within the first 6 months, they're going to make it a way that, hey, Joe, you served your purpose. Go ahead, bow out, say that you are suffering from mental whatever, and that you can no longer serve as president, and bam, you got yourself Kamala Harris.
Mental retardness.
Hey, Juan, thank you for the $100 super chat, my friend. He says, thank you for all your hard work. God bless you and your family. Quick question. Who deployed the National Guard to the Capitol? National Guard was actually deployed by the President of the United States. The President controls the military. So the military beef up had to be ordered by the President. It was requested by the mayor's office of D.C., which the President went ahead and obliged and brought in the military or the National Guard into D.C. So that's who's there right now. It's under the orders of the President of the United States through the request of Capitol and the mayor's office of DC. So I appreciate that. I'm going to put that back up on the screen here in a second here. Hey, Vid B, thank you. Please watch RSBN video on Rumble of Mike Lindell White House visit. Not good news, unfortunately. YouTube won't let me post the URL. Sorry. Yes, I saw that. Actually, I could take you out. Maybe I could do the tweet on here real quick. But speaking of, I'll get to the super chat here in the $10 one here in a second. Speaking of the Right Size Broadcast News Network, this is a perfect time to go ahead and do this. I'm having one of their, I'm having Mike Magnificent on the channel Tuesday night. Mike Magnificent will be the guest here on Let's Be Frank. He will be here. We'll be able to get to talk to him about his experience following the campaign and stuff like that, and what is going to happen moving forward. If you guys don't know who he is, let me go ahead and share that screen real quick, and maybe you guys can head over there and give him a quick subscribe if you haven't subscribed to Mike Magnificent yet. Mike Magnificent's a great guy, great, awesome individual. So this is Mike Magnificent right here, and I'm going to drop the link in his paste it down there. There we go. Okay, I put the link in the chat. Go subscribe to Mike. Mike will be on the show on Tuesday. Again, he worked with Right Size Broadcast News Network during the campaign. He was out there. I saw him at many of the rallies. They covered all the rally stuff and stuff like that for the president. They covered so many of the things after the election. They were at different state capitals and stuff like that. So RSBN is a true great network. So check them out. And, of course, check out Mike Magnificent. He's going to be on the channel Tuesday night at 10 p.m. And if you guys have questions for him and stuff like that, it'll be a great time for you guys to ask any questions you guys might want to know about his experiences with Right Size Broadcasting Network. And, of course, what direction he feels that we're heading in starting now. So great stuff from Magnificent. So go check him out real quick. Let me get this other super chat that I saw that was just in here. So yeah, I saw it was a $10 one. There it is. From Luke. Luke says, "No way, the nut and the S." Oh, one Orange Man, rad one. Yeah, man. Hey, I agree. Orange Man all the way. If you were to look at everything that happened on the election night and saw how everything went, how it was in the middle of the night, everything that took place, absolutely a theft for sure. So yeah, absolutely agree with you, Luke, man. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. We also have another super chat here. This was from Rick and Bad, man. Hey, Rick and Bad, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, man. So yeah, go check out Magnificent if you haven't got a chance to see any of his stuff, but he will be the guest on Tuesday night's Freedom Stream. So great opportunity to get a chance to talk to him. I've known him for a couple of years now. We've actually ran some of the same circles. And we were both at a same event together early on in our YouTube journey. And it was pretty funny that we were right next to each other and we didn't even realize it until later down the road. But yeah, great guy. So check him out. He is Magnificent. Great YouTube guy. And he continues to broadcast. He's great stuff. So check him out. And I'll leave that up just for a minute while I get this next story loaded up for us, because we were talking about Mike Lindell. I had something about Mike Lindell. I want to go ahead and share it with you guys. It's not the actual video, but it's just a quick synopsis of what he was talking about. So let me grab it real quick for you guys. But yeah, Mike Lindell, he's been definitely somebody in the president's corner, and hopefully he runs for governor of the state of Minnesota. They need a true leader in there. Inside of Minnesota. Minnesota is one of those places that I think would benefit from somebody like Mike Lindell leading that state. And he's just an awesome human being. Great story around Mike Lindell too. He's been to a lot of the president's stuff. He helped on the campaign trail. Mike Lindell, let's see. He had something about, I think it was something about the election. I think he was talking about. Let's see here. Let's see. I had it. Maybe I shared it. I don't know where it went. Hopefully they didn't scrub it from Twitter, because I had it saved to talk about it tonight. Let's see here. That is... Yeah, Mike Lindell, great guy, man. I got a chance to hear him speak at the one of the events in DC back in October, and he's just a wonderful man. And very patriot, willing to wants to see this country succeed. He was right there on the front lines during the Wu flu start of it, helping produce things for the hospitals and things like that. Mike Lindell. If you guys care at all, the Biden's 5 days of unity or whatever they're calling it is going to have a bunch of kid gropers there at joining his stuff. I mean, Hollywood people. It's like people like Lady Gaga and all them are coming to the to celebrate their victory there. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe we get all the kid touchers there inside the fence along with the rest of the criminals, and maybe it's just one big psyop. Maybe it's just one swoop, and they're going to get them all, man. That'd be amazing, because I can't stand any of those people from the Hollywood. Those Hollywood individuals are absolutely sickening. Makes me not want to watch much anymore, just because of how disgusting those people are. Those people are some of the worst of our society. And we hail them as heroes, and we hail them as role models, and it's very disturbing. I don't want any of my kids growing up idolizing any of those individuals. They're just not good people whatsoever. Yeah, I don't have it. I did have it put to the side, but I guess I Missed it. Oh, well. So, but yeah, Hollywood's ruined Hollywood. Yeah, absolutely. Sodom and Gomorrah, 2021. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, 5 days of unity. So what Biden has done, he sat there, he's gotten all the people from Hollywood. They're going to come out, people like John Legend and what's her face, Lady Gaga, and all these Trump haters are going to be coming out and celebrating 5 days of unity with America or something like that. Here it is. It says, yeah, this is complete BS, by the way. Let's go ahead and pull up the story because this is just something. This is the most Biden thing that you could do. This is tone deaf to the max. You want to know what tone deaf is? Tone deaf is stuff like this that happens that the left likes to do. Here we go. Coming here from Breitbart. Says this. Hollywood stars headlining 5 days of Biden inaugural events to celebrate America United. Oh, can't you guys look at it? Look at those stars in there. Well, we got Whoopi Goldberg, we got John Legend, Tom Hanks. Doesn't he live in Greece now? Did he move? Did he get the heck out of the U.S.? I don't know who that lady is. Don't know who that is. I don't know how some of these people. Anyway, it says this. It says the festivities surrounding Joe Biden's inauguration are set to officially begin Saturday with a concert celebrating diversity, followed by another 4 days packed with anti-Trump Hollywood celebrities, including Eva Longoria, Kerry Washington, John Legend, Cal Penn, and Deborah Messing. Now that's who that is. Man, she's absolutely horrendous. Biden chose this theme for his inauguration is America United through the roster of artistic talent, which includes Lady Gaga singing the national anthem, represents some of the Hollywood's most left-wing voices. Many of the events will be virtual in keeping with COVID safety protocols. On Saturday, the celebration will officially kick off with it features appearances by anti-Trump celebrities Whoopi Goldberg's, Nikki Don Dane, and Christy Alonso, the actor Darren Christ. I don't know how half these people are. So, and then it says Eva Longoria and Kerry Washington will serve as hosts for the inauguration day telecast, while Bruce Springsteen, the Foo Fighters, and John Legend are also set to appear. Later in the day, Tom Hanks will host a primetime telecast titled Celebrating America that will be on air on the three major broadcast networks on cable channels, including CNN, MSNBC. Yeah. And then, as Breitbart News reported, Deborah Messing will co-host a pre-inauguration fundraising event on Sunday with actor Keegan-Michael Key and will feature performances by Carole King, will.i.am, James Taylor, Fall Out Boy, Michael Bevins, Ben Harper, AJR. Messing has promoted the physical violence against President Donald Trump, saying in a tweet that she hopes the president gets raped in prison. Twitter hasn't penalized the Hollywood actresses who comment appears to violate the platform services terms or whatever, terms of service. So there you go. The uniting America together with the most left-wing individuals you could find in Hollywood to come out. The people that have been orange man bad for 4 years are coming out to sit there and talk about uniting America after their hateful rhetoric they have had over the course of the last 4 years. And my cat is up on my thing here. Oh, goodness. If you guys can see him here. Yeah, there he is. Yep. Okay, getting video bombed. He wasn't getting paid attention enough. All right. You can hang out for a bit. I'm not going to chase you off right now. You can hang. Well. Nope. Yep. You're on my microphone now. Oh, boy. That's him. This is Prince, by the way. Prince, want to say hello? Want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. Come on. Nope. You're on my mic. Go back this way. Here, come on. Come this way. Over here. Nope, not that way. The other way. Yeah, go that way. There we go. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. cat cam going on. So anyway, all right. We got a $5 super chat. Says from the Greg says, rumor has it the headliner for the 5-day concert will be Beijing Jose's old pal Corn Pop. Man, that would be awesome. Maybe Corn Pop will actually make an appearance at the at the inauguration. There we go. So as promised, we want to go ahead and say thank you to all of our channel members of the channel as we start to wrap up for the evening. We'd like to recognize everybody that supports the channel via the members. We have, let me go ahead and bring this up for everybody. If I have not already done that yet. Ow. All right. Ray Rickenbad, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. So let's go ahead and get thanking people, because I think that's what it's all about when at the end is what you guys make possible for the channel here. Because of your great contributions. I appreciate that too. So here we go. Let's go through, and I should start doing this a song. Maybe if I can get a beat to this, maybe I can start doing this a song. It'd be like one of those cool song things that we could do. Anyway, Ruckus, man, thank you so much for our most recent member. Also, Scott Beckham. We got Carmen Hernandez, Barbara. Thank you so much. We got Daniel Travis, Sharon Marlowe, Chrissy Patterson. We got Desi Dew, Timothy Plonk, Brady Stallings. Thank you, my good friend. Pam Smithy, Virgil Simmons, Dave Simmons. Hey, thank you, the two of you. Susan Lipke. We got Sasha King. We got Valley of Lilies. We got Ned Frankley, Toy Box Assassin. Thank you so much. We got Bass Anderson. We got Cause Flip USA, Michael Warden, or excuse me, Michelle Warden, Jack Knockblock. We got Ephesians 6:13. We got David Anderson. We got the Salty King Ward 1. We have Wyoming Adventures. Thank you so much. And we got the one and only Rickenbad in the chat right now. Man, thank you, Rickenbad, for being a member. Appreciate you, my friend. Gene Esquire. We got James Plotz. We got Tom Beck. We got Ferger. We got Scott Smith. We got Charles Rhodes. We got Hulk Hogan. We got Jerry Temple, Chris Lane Vasquez, Daniela Nunez. We got Linda Bradford. We got the one and only Aircraft Sparky. If you guys haven't checked him out, he is changing a lot of stuff on his channel. You need guys to go check him out, Aircraft Sparky, here on YouTube. We got Andrew Hatley. We got Warren. We got David Moffat. Hey, thank you, David Moffat. We got JFO Janet. We got Neville Rankin. We got Stormy. We got Chris. We have Chris Gudy. We also have Vince Barlett. We got Dennis Duncan. We have Joseph, Ellen Silas. We got Carrie Hall. We got Mary Ann Kelly. We got David Henning. Iron Core Media. Hey, thank you so much. We have Ann Chaston. We got Jason Carkiston. We got Greg Levison. Hey, thank you. We got Singing Purdy. We have Movie Dog. Hey, Movie Dog. We love you, man. Thank you so much. We have Sapphire Boy 26. We got Boomer Bass Meme. We have Bear Lemming. We got Joseph Deltalis. We got Angie S. Nurse 83. Mike Schutz. We have Remy Max, one of our beloved moderators in the chat right now. Thank you, Remy. We got Michelle Sism. We got Army Man 7981. Alberto. Hey, thank you. We got Clevswell. We got Brady Stallings again. We have DM. Michael Axworthy. Jeffrey Beck. Beyond My Purview, we have Jam and Joe 44, and we have Trace of Colorado. Hey, thank you so much for all of your guys' support to make this possible. This channel wouldn't be possible because of what you guys help to do. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hey, Hog Farmer, thank you for the $5 super chat. It says, what is Q? I'm sure you guys will be happy to answer him in the chat. Who is Q? What is Q, everyone? Let them know down there. Hey, Dusty 74, F74 Ferguson. Hey, man, Charlie Williams. It's good to see you guys. So, as we wrap up this evening, don't forget we will be back on Tuesday at 10 p.m. with the one and only Mike Magnificent being our guest for the night. Come on by, ask him some questions. I'm sure he'll be happy to answer a lot of them. Just want to thank everybody, the Salty Army, for showing up tonight. Thank you to the Let's Be Frank community. And, of course, Dr. Field General Frank signing off for the weekend. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you, everyone. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. God bless.